I was hoping that we could go through just to start this Burning Man thing, that we could go through the principles of Burning Man and then talk about how people just fucking sometimes violate them completely. Do you guys have any questions about Burning Man? How do you find a camp? Do you just turn up and ask to join in? How you find a camp is you find a burner. If you can find a burner friend or something like that. And then you ask like, hey, who are you going with? And that's usually how it works. It's like, hey, you want to come to the burn with our camp? Yeah, sure. But a lot of times, like, if you are anywhere near a city of any like size, you can bet there's a burner community associated with that city. And you can find them by Google searching, I'm guessing, and hooking up with them and asking them, like, can I come camp with you? Fashions asks, we hear a lot about how great Burning Man is. What is the absolute worst thing about it? The absolute worst thing about it, honestly, is the environment. The fucking playa, it's desert, it's dust, it can get super fucking hot. It can get pretty goddamn cold at night. The thing that I want to impress upon you about the playa is the dust. The dust is thin, filled with alkali, and it is chalk. When it gets wet, the playa dust, it becomes potter's clay. And it is fucking sticky as fuck. You take three steps, you have 2 inches of playa clay on your shoe. That is why people were not allowed to bike, drive, and advised against going anywhere but the porta potty, because it is fucking horrible. Next question. How do you handle food storage and what do you eat? Non-perishables. The key for yourself is non-perishables, meaning canned foods, camp foods. Like, I swear by the dehydrated, like, Mountain Man meals, but we also had like beefaroni, ravioli, like canned meals. How does ice work there? Good question. Ice is now the only thing you can buy out there. Used to be you could buy lattes. Like, you go to center camp and buy a latte or a mocha. And I took Katie there one day and I was like, this is the only other thing you could buy. One luxury item. Went down there and like, they're not selling that anymore. And apparently the last year I went, 2019, was the last year they did that. They had a discussion within the Burning Man Oregon, said we should not sell anything that we don't have to. And lattes. This is a good question from Meshar. How safe is it out there? People in general are shitheads, but this sounds like a community where the people there just usually aren't. Do you have to worry about theft, drug, drunk, violence, etc.? Yes, you do. However, you know that weird, eerie feeling you get when you know there's a fight about to happen, like in a bar or a gathering or something like that. You get this like weird like sense that people are getting drunk and pissed off. Don't get that out there. Hand to the Burning Man. I've never seen a fight. I've never seen a fist fight out there. All right, so we got the first photo. It's just a sunset. A lot of these are going to be like scenery and shit and don't really require an explanation. This is the butt activated jellyfish. There's a little yoga ball.
Yep.
And there was 4 of them. And you had to sit on them all at once, 4 people, and then bounce on them like in rhythm. And then the jellyfish would change colors. Okay, let's move on to this picture. This picture is of one of the art installations called the Chapel of Babel. And it apparently was this artist's, and I can't remember the name, but it was this artist's final submission to Burning Man. They had put like different art installations throughout the years, and this was their goodbye piece, and it was pretty fucking amazing. We found this angel out in the middle of the
I love this.
This was a really cool one. This really cool art installation. This is all metal that was, I think, probably water etched. This is the bots. And I grabbed the wrong picture. We took like 4 pictures. I grabbed the wrong one because the one that I wanted was the one we're both pointing at each other, like the robots. But
I pointed.
I grabbed the wrong one. This was a cool art installation. The cool thing about it is it showed up from clear across the playa. Like you could see it,
yeah.
and it looked like you were looking at the moon, the Earth, and Mars from clear across the playa. That was probably
And
the
then
best
we got
picture I
it.
took all year. Like just
Dude,
the
that is
timing
easily
of
one of the
it
best
and
pictures
how much
ever.
I had to wait, like the story behind it. And then I just like, he's not going to do it. I just was going to snap another picture. I couldn't have done it if I'd known he was going to blow the fire.
Nope.
I was just like, okay, one more picture, then we can go. Snap, boom. I think I got it. And then I looked at my phone. I was like, oh, this is a fucking amazing picture.
Probably one of the first art pieces where I've truly understood and fully encompassed how massive these things can be.
This thing was fucking great. And you see the eyes move because there are screens, there are digital screens in there. So it makes it look like the fucking eyes are moving around.
It was incredible.
It was a really cool one. This was all metal and held up. I mean, I'm sure there's metal inside of the wood, but you can't see it. But it was all held up like I don't know, what was it, like 15 feet in the air?
Yep.
It was a tribute to someone named Smiley. I'm guessing that was their play name or nickname or whatever. Kelly, I think was her actual name. But this art structure was a tribute to her.
She had passed away from cancer very recently.
And you can see all the writing on it was all like messages to her. The temple is by far one of the coolest places on the playa every year. It is a place of spirituality, not necessarily a place of worship, but it's a place of spirituality. And the burners go out there, me personally, every year. You go out there and you bring a pen, a Sharpie, pictures, whatever. It's a place to say goodbye. And you walk in there and people are quiet, reverent. A lot of people are crying. People are milling about, looking at stories, looking at pictures, all that kind of stuff. And if you want to, and I've done it every year, you go in there and you write something or post something on the, staple something on the wall or whatever that you want to let go of, say goodbye to, whatever. First, to answer the one question, do they burn it? Yes, they do. And it's a solemn event and it is fucking powerful. This year, I wrote something on the wall. I wanted to say goodbye to the feeling of being unworthy of love. It's a feeling that I've struggled with. I will never feel unworthy of love again. So I say goodbye to that. And that's what I'm saying, man. It's powerful shit. Powerful shit. But yeah, it's a hell of a thing. Oh,